You've heard it everywhere. Walk 10,000 steps a day and your health will transform. But what actually happens when you do it every single day? Do you really lose weight? Do your knees get stronger or worse? Does it protect your heart, your brain, or is it just a number pulled out of thin air? Because here's the truth most people don't talk about: 10,000 steps can be powerful. But only if you understand what it does and what it doesn't do. Walking 10,000 steps a day is often promoted as the ultimate health goal, but what actually happens inside your body when you do it consistently? This video breaks down the real physical, metabolic, mental, and long-term effects of daily walking, what improves, what doesn't, and who benefits the most. No hype. No myths. Just clear science and real-life results, especially for adults 40+, 50+, and seniors. Just what actually happens to your body when you walk 10,000 steps every day, especially if you're over 40 or 50. 1. What changes in the first 1 to 2 weeks? Within the first week of walking regularly, most people notice something simple but important. Movement starts to feel easier. You may notice that your joints warm up faster when you begin moving. Your legs don't feel as stiff when you get out of bed in the morning. Your breathing feels calmer and more natural during daily activities. These changes aren't accidental. They happen because walking improves circulation throughout the lower body. Each step helps move blood more efficiently through your legs, hips, and feet. That increased blood flow delivers more oxygen and nutrients to muscles, joints, and connective tissue. As a result, tissues become more responsive and less resistant to movement. Inside the joints themselves, something equally important is happening. Walking helps distribute synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints. This fluid reduces friction, supports cartilage health, and allows the joint surfaces to glide more smoothly. That's why many people say things like, "My knees feel less rusty," or "My hips loosen up once I start walking." Your nervous system also begins to adapt during this early phase. Regular walking sends a repeated signal to the brain that movement is safe and predictable. When the brain feels safe, it reduces protective tension in the muscles and joints. This means less guarding, less stiffness, and less unnecessary tightness when you move. At this stage, it's not about fitness or performance. It's about restoring trust in movement. And that restored confidence is often the first step toward long-term improvement. 2. Weight and metabolism effects. Let's talk about weight because this is where expectations often get confused. Walking 10,000 steps a day does burn calories. But it's important to be honest about what that really means. For most adults, walking that amount burns roughly 300 to 500 calories, depending on body size, walking speed, terrain, and fitness level. That matters, but it's not magic. Walking doesn't trigger extreme fat loss the way crash diets or intense workouts sometimes promise. Instead, it works in a quieter, more reliable way. Over time, consistent walking improves insulin sensitivity. This means your body gets better at using sugar from food as energy, rather than storing it as fat, especially around the midsection.
This subtle overlay illustrates the power of movement. Note how the insulin, represented in purple,
blood sugar levels. Fewer energy crashes. Reduced cravings driven by stress or fatigue. Walking also helps regulate appetite hormones. When stress levels drop and sleep improves, people often notice they feel more in control around food without forcing restriction. But here's the key truth many people don't hear. Walking alone rarely leads to dramatic or rapid weight loss. And that's not a failure, it's a misunderstanding of its role. Walking works best as a foundation habit. It stabilizes your metabolism, supports daily energy, and creates the conditions where fat loss becomes easier and more sustainable when combined with proper nutrition and basic strength training. The real power of daily walking isn't transformation overnight. It's metabolic stability, and that's what lasts. 3. Heart, blood pressure and circulation. This is where walking truly shines. Regular walking strengthens the heart in a way that is both effective and sustainable. Unlike intense workouts that place sudden demands on the cardiovascular system, walking improves heart function without overstressing it. With consistent daily walking, the heart learns to pump blood more efficiently. Each beat delivers more oxygen throughout the body, which is why resting heart rate often decreases over time. A lower resting heart rate is a strong indicator of improved cardiovascular fitness. Walking also plays an important role in blood pressure regulation. As circulation improves and blood vessels relax, systolic blood pressure, the top number on a reading, often begins to drop. For many adults, even a small reduction can significantly lower long-term heart risk. Research consistently shows that regular walking lowers resting heart rate, reduces systolic blood pressure, improves cholesterol balance by raising HDL and supporting healthier LDL levels. Another key benefit is improved vascular flexibility. Walking encourages blood vessels to gently expand and contract, keeping them more elastic over time. This flexibility allows blood to flow more freely and reduces strain on the heart. Unlike high-intensity exercise, walking accomplishes all of this without triggering joint pain, burnout, or excessive recovery needs. That's why it's especially powerful after 50. Over time, these small, steady improvements add up. The heart becomes more efficient. Circulation improves. And the risk of cardiovascular disease drops quietly, consistently, and meaningfully. For joints, knees and aging concerns. A common fear many people have is this: won't all that walking destroy my knees? The answer is more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Walking itself does not damage healthy joints. In fact, when done correctly, it often improves joint health. Walking supports your joints when your footwear provides proper cushioning and support. Your stride feels natural and comfortable. Your walking volume increases gradually, not suddenly. When these factors are in place, walking strengthens the muscles around the knees, hips, and ankles. Stronger muscles absorb more force with each step, which reduces stress on the joint surfaces themselves. Walking also
Synovial fluid provides crucial lubrication, allowing the cartilage surfaces in healthy joints to glide smoothly with minimal friction,
reducing stiffness over time. However, walking does have a limitation. If walking is the only form of movement you do, muscle imbalances can develop. Without strength work, certain muscles may remain weak, especially in the hips and thighs. That can leave the knees undersupported during daily activities. That's why walking works best when it's paired with basic leg strengthening, hip stability exercises, balance training to reduce fall risk. Walking nourishes the joints, but strength is what protects them. When both are present, joints tend to feel more stable, resilient, and confident as we age. 5. Brain, mood and sleep. Daily walking is one of the most underrated tools for mental and emotional health. When you walk regularly, your body lowers levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. At the same time, walking supports a healthier balance of serotonin and dopamine, the chemicals that influence mood, motivation, and emotional stability. Walking also increases blood flow to the brain. This improved circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients that support memory, focus, and overall brain function. Over time, many people notice their thinking feels clearer and their mental energy more consistent. These changes often show up as improved mood throughout the day, reduced feelings of anxiety or tension, greater emotional resilience to stress. Walking outdoors can amplify these benefits even further. Natural light exposure helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls sleep and wake cycles. This makes it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up feeling more refreshed. Just as important, the rhythmic nature of walking calms the nervous system. Slow, steady movement signals safety to the brain, helping the body shift out of a constant alert state. That's why many people find they sleep deeper after consistent walking, often without needing medication. The mind feels quieter. The body feels settled. And rest comes more naturally.
This comparison clearly illustrates the difference in muscle activation between low-impact cardio and targeted strength training.
6. What 10,000 steps does not fix. Walking provides many health benefits, but it's important to understand its limits. Walking does not build significant muscle mass. It does not fully protect against falls on its own. It does not correct posture issues caused by weak upper back or core muscles. And it does not prevent age-related muscle loss after 50. This distinction is critical. Walking keeps you active and mobile, but it does not place enough resistance on the muscles to maintain strength as we age. Without regular strength training, muscles gradually weaken even in people who walk every day. When strength declines, legs lose power. Balance becomes less reliable. Joints receive less muscular support. That's often when everyday tasks begin to feel harder: standing up, climbing stairs, or catching yourself during a misstep. This doesn't mean walking isn't valuable. It means walking should be part of a larger system, not the entire plan. The most effective approach combines regular walking for circulation and endurance, simple strength exercises for muscle and joint protection, balance training to reduce fall risk. Walking sets the foundation. Strength and balance are what keep that foundation stable over time. 7. Who benefits most, and who shouldn't force it. Walking 10,000 steps a day can be an excellent goal for many people, especially those who are just getting started. It's particularly helpful for beginners who need a simple, approachable habit, adults over 40 who want sustainable movement, people managing stress or anxiety, anyone rebuilding consistency after time off or injury. That said, not everyone needs to aim for exactly 10,000 steps. For many adults, especially over 50, 6,000 to 8,000 high-quality steps taken with good posture and comfortable pacing can provide nearly the same benefits without unnecessary strain. Pain, ongoing fatigue, or joint irritation are signals to adjust your volume, not push through it. Walking should leave you feeling better, not worn down. The most important factor isn't the number on a tracker. It's consistency. Regular, comfortable walking done week after week delivers far more benefit than forcing a number your body isn't ready for. Consistency always beats numbers. So what really happens if you walk 10,000 steps every day? Your body becomes more efficient. Your joints feel smoother. Your heart gets stronger. Your mind gets calmer. But the real benefit isn't the number. It's the habit. If you want walking to work even better, pair it with simple strength and balance exercises. Comment walk and tell me your age. I'll share how to combine walking with the right movements for your body. And subscribe, because staying strong matters more than staying busy.